Good morning class. So welcome to the next session of solid mechanics. Today we will be discussing some more problems on stresses and strain which we were solving in the previous class. So I'll write down the question. A steel rod is visible, right? Visible. A steel rod of length 150 centimeter is subjected to an axial pull of 20 kilonewton. The diameter of the rod is 15 centimeters. Determine stress and strain. Determine stress and strain. So, first of all, you are given a steel rod. Okay, before also I told you steel rod, generally Young's modulus of steel will be 2 10 to the power of 5 Newton per millimeter square. Okay, this is the Young's modulus of steel. Now, what more is given? You are given the length, which is 150 centimeter, which is equal to 1500 millimeters. It is subjected to an axial pull. P is equal to 20 kilonewton, 20 10 power 3 Newton. Okay, diameter of the rod given to you is 15 centimeter, which is equal to 150 mm. These are the given quantities in the question. What is to be determined is stress and strain. Okay, you know the formula for stress. Stress is equal to load upon area. Okay, so load you have is 20 10 power 3 divided by pi by 4 into 150 square. Twenty 10 power 3 divided by pi by 4 into 150 square. 1.13. What are the units? Tell me. This is in Newton and this is in this area. This diameter is in millimeter, so this will be millimeter square. So this is Newton per millimeter square, or this is directly equal to 1.13 megapascal. Megapascal, or 1 Newton per millimeter square is equal to 1 megapascal. Okay, 1 Newton per millimeter square is equal to 1 megapascal. Pascal is a unit of stress. Okay, 10 power 6 Pascal will be megapascal. Okay, mega means 10 power 6, kilo means 10 power 3, giga means 10 power 9. Okay. Now, what more is asked? Also determine strain. Okay, what is strain? Strain is change in length upon original length, but you are not given change in length. So strain you can also determine. Stress is directly proportional to strain, or stress is equal to E times epsilon. Okay, Young's modulus multiplied by epsilon, or strain is equal to stress by epsilon. So substituting in this one, 1.13 divided by 2 10 to the power of 5. See the units, Newton per millimeter square. Again you have Newton per millimeter square. So no units for strain.
5.65.
10 power
minus
5.65 into 10 power minus
6.
6. This is the strain value. Now you can also calculate change in length. Okay, you got strain, right? You can also calculate change in length. So delta L will be equal to L multiplied by epsilon, not E. Okay, so L is 1500 multiplied by 5.65 10 power minus 6. -3 millimeter. Okay, all values are substituted in millimeters because this is in millimeters and this does not have any units. So that will be 8.47 10 power minus 3 millimeter. Finished? Next problem. Steel rod is tension to 4 kilonewton okay, we'll write like this. Just change the question. Find the minimum diameter of a steel rod subjected to tensile force of 8 kilonewton, if the stress is not to exceed 95 mega Newton per meter square. Previous problems, you were given the diameter of the steel rod. You were supposed to calculate what is the stress induced. Now here you are given what is stress. Okay, you have the stress as 95 mega Newton per meter square. Now converting into Newton per millimeter square, what is mega? Mega Newton means it is 10 power 6 Newton. Okay, mega means 10 power 6. So 95 into 10 power 6 Newton per meter square. Now I want this units to be Newton per millimeter square. So 95 into 10 power 6 divided by 10 power 3 whole square Newton per millimeter square. Now, okay, converting meter to millimeter will be 10 power 3. Okay, now square is there, I need to multiply this again with a square. So this will be 10 power 6. This is 10 power 6. Both will be cancelled. So this is equal to 95 Newton per millimeter square. 95 mega Newton per millimeter square. Sorry, mega Newton per meter square is equal to 95 Newton per millimeter square. Okay, so substituting in this one, this is equal to 95 Newton per millimeter square. Remember, 95 Newton per meter square is not equal to 95 Newton per millimeter square. It is mega Newton per millimeter square, which will be equal to Newton per millimeter square. Next is you are given a tensile force P as 8 kilonewton. So this will be 8000 Newton. Okay, first of all, in the first step, try to convert all the units into SI forms. Okay, make it Newton and millimeter. Next, what is to be determined? You want diameter. Okay, so diameter means it is a steel circular rod. Okay, so we have stress is equal to load by area. So this is 95 is equal to load is 8000 divided by pi by 4 into d square. Diameter is unknown, or make it d. Diameter is unknown, right? So or d is equal to under root of 8000 divided by pi by 4 into 95. Square root of 8000 divided by pi by 4 into 95. This is 10.35. One of you check the answer. Correct? So diameter required is 10.35 mm. Okay. So problem is clear. First we are converting the units into SI forms and we are using the basic formulas, that is stress and strain. Okay. Also you can calculate strain. Okay, you are not given the length, you cannot calculate strain. Finished? Next problem. This is completely problematic subject. Don't expect any theory questions in part B from this subject. Next question. Find the Young's modulus of a brass rod. Young's modulus of a brass rod of length 250 millimeter and diameter 25 millimeter. If it is subjected to an axial pull of 50 kilonewton, axial pull of 50 kilonewton, an extension of the rod is 0.3 millimeters. Now this is a brass rod, okay. Brass rod of length is given to you as 250 millimeters and diameter is given to you as 25 millimeter. Okay, subjected to an axial pull which is 50 kilonewton, which is 50 10 power 3 Newton, and the extension delta L is 0.3 millimeters. What is asked in the problem? Young's modulus of brass rod. Okay, Young's modulus of brass rod is to be calculated. So, what is the formula? Stress is equal to E times strain, or E is equal to stress by strain. Okay, if you calculate the strain, you will be able to get what is, okay, if you calculate stress and strain, you will be able to compute what is Young's modulus. So, first step is we will calculate stress. Stress is load by area. So, load is given to you as 50 10 power 3 divided by pi by 4 into 25 square. So, 50 10 power 3 divided by 490, epsilon is equal to change in length upon original length, which is 0.3 by original length is 250. Both the units are in millimeters, no conversions are required here. Okay. This is 101.85 Newton per millimeter square. Okay. This one 0.3 by 250. 1.2 10 power minus 3, no units. Okay. Now next is E for brass rod is required, capital E is required, which is stress upon strain. So 101.85 divided by 1.2 10 power minus 3. 101.85 by 1.2. 84875 point, okay, 0.0 Newton per millimeter square. Units for Young's modulus will be Newton per millimeter square. This can also be written as 84.875 or 0.848 10 power minus 5 Newton per millimeter square, sorry, 10 power 5. 10 power 5 Newton per millimeter square. 0.8487. This is Young's modulus for brass rod. Next problem. The safe stress for a hollow cylindrical rod, at an axial load of 2100 kilonewton is 125 mega Newton per millimeter square. 125 mega Newton per millimeter square. If the external diameter of the rod is 30 centimeter, determine the internal diameter. Now you are given a hollow cylindrical rod like this, which is subjected to axial load. Okay, subjected to an axial load of 2100 kilonewton. So we'll write what is given first. You are given an axial load of 2100 kilonewton, which is 2100 10 power 3 Newton. Right. Now stress is also given to you, which is 125 mega Newton per millimeter square. So this is directly equal to, mega Newton per meter square it is. This is directly equal to 125 Newton per millimeter square. This is mega Newton per meter square, which is directly equal to 125 Newton per millimeter square. Now you are given external diameter capital D, which is 30 centimeter. What is asked in the problem is small d, that is internal diameter. Small d, the internal diameter, is asked in the problem. Okay, so very simple problem. You will be able to solve this problem, right? What is the area of a hollow rod? Area for a hollow rod like this, whose outer diameter is capital D and inner diameter is small d. Pi by 4 into d square minus d square. Okay, outside diameter minus internal diameter. This will give me the area. So simply substitute the values here. Sigma is equal to load by area is the equation you have. So 125 is equal to 2100 10 power 3 divided by pi by 4 into this is 30 centimeters, which will be equal to how many millimeters? 300 millimeters. So 300 square minus small d square. You can directly solve this equation in your calculators. Okay, substitute d as x square, you'll be able to solve. Otherwise I'll simplify this one. Pi by 4 into 300 square minus pi by 4 into d square is equal to 2100 10 power 3 divided by 125, or 300 square minus d square is equal to 2100 10 power 3 divided by 125 into pi by 4. Pi by 4 will be 0.785. D square is equal to 300 square minus 2100 10 power 3 divided by pi by 4 into 125. Tell me what is D is equal to. This d square will go to the right side, it will become positive. This complete term will come to the left side, it will become negative. Under root is the answer. 68. Minus cannot be the rate. Minus is not possible. Calculator दो. 68609. D square is equal to 68609.5. D will be under root of this one. What is the answer? 261.993 millimeter. Okay, if you convert in meters, so if you convert in centimeters, 26.19 centimeter. Remember, this value should be less than your outer diameter. If this is more than outer diameter, that will be not internal diameter. Okay, internal diameter will be less than this value. So if you want to compute thickness of this cylinder, what will be the thickness of cylinder?